Chapter 3. A Drink with Rush Matter. On Spring Street, people were finishing work, but I had a job to do. The Corn building was a narrow, dirty yellow building. On the wall by the door, between the names of people who could fix your teeth painlessly and people who didn't want to say what they did, I found the name of Rush Matter. He was in room 619. Everything in the Corn building was old and tired and smelled of yesterday's cigarettes. The door of room 619 was locked. I knocked. The door opened noisily, and I was looking at a big man with a round face, oily skin, and a thin black mustache. He put out two yellow fingers.
Well, the old dog catcher himself. Carmady is a name, I believe.
I followed him into a room with no carpet, a desk, and 3 chairs. There was a clothes closet and a wash bowl in the corner by the door.
Sit down,
Matter said.
Pleased to see you. Nice of you to come. Business?
I sat down, put a cigarette between my teeth, and looked at him. I didn't say a word. He started to get worried. He looked up at me quickly, then down again.
Any ideas?
He asked softly. About what? He didn't look at me.
About how we could do a deal together.
Who phoned me? I asked.
Did somebody phone you?
I reached for his telephone, picked it up, and very slowly began to put in the number of the Los Angeles police station. I knew Matter would know the number as well as I did. He reached over and pulled the phone back.
You are too fast,
he said.
What are you calling the cops for?
They want to talk to you, I said slowly. Because you know a woman who knows a man who had sore feet.
Does it have to be that way?
He looked hot and pulled his shirt open at the neck. No, but only if you stop playing with me and start talking.
Okay, calm down,
said Matter, putting a cigarette in his mouth with a shaking hand. So, talk, I said. If you've got a job, it's probably too dirty for me to touch, but I can listen. He was calmer now.
The thing is this, he said. Carol saw you go to the house and leave it again, but no cops came.
Carol?
And Carol Donovan, friend of mine. She phoned you.
Go on, I said. He didn't say anything, just sat there and looked at me. I smiled. This is your problem, I said. You don't know why I went to the house or why I didn't call the cops afterwards. That's easy. I thought it was a secret.
We're just kidding each other,
Matter said. Okay, let's talk about pals, I said. Does that make it easier? Matter was trying hard not to get excited. He said in a low voice,
Carol met the little guy one night. He was drinking too much, but he had this story about pals, about an old guy in Canada who stole some pals a long time ago and still had them. But he wouldn't say who the old guy was or where he was. I don't know why.
He wanted to get his feet burned, I said. Matter's lips shook.
I didn't do that,
he said. You or Carol, what does it matter? The little guy died. It's still murder. And you didn't find out what you needed to know. That's why I'm here. You think I have information that you didn't get. But listen, why do you think I came? Same reason as you. We're both looking for information, right? He grinned very slowly. He opened the desk and took out a brown bottle and 2 glasses. He whispered,
Here's the deal, Carmady. We'll cut it 2 ways. You and me, not Carol. I don't like the way she does things. I've seen hard women, but this one is as hard as a rock. She doesn't look it, but she is.
Have I seen her?
She says you did.
Oh, the girl in the Dodge. He put plenty of whiskey in the glasses and stood up.
Water? I like it in mine.
Why cut me in? I said. I don't know any more than you.
I can get 50 grand for the Leander pearls, but I need you to do the job. How about the water?
No water, I said. He went to the washbowl, put water in his glass, and came back. He sat down and grinned. We drank. So far, I had only made 4 mistakes. The first was agreeing to help Kathy. The second was staying on the job after I found Pilar Moro dead. The third was with Rush Matter. I knew what he was thinking about, and I let him see it. The fourth, the whiskey, was the worst. It tasted strange even on the way down. Suddenly, I knew that Matter had taken 1 glass of whiskey to the washbowl and come back with a different one. His drink was whiskey and water, but mine was whiskey and something nasty. I sat still for a moment and tried to think. Matter grinned as he watched me. I put my hand in my pocket and pulled out a small sap. Then I stood up and hit Matter on the top of the head with it. When he tried to get up, I hit him again. As he fell, he knocked his glass over. I stood still, listening and feeling sick and sleepy. I put a chair against the door to keep it shut. I was just walking back towards Matter when the door of the closet opened and a very pretty girl stepped out and pointed a gun at me. She wore a smart blue suit with a little blue hat. She had shiny black hair and her eyes were dark gray and cold. Her face was young and bright and pretty and as hard as a stone.
All right, Carmady. Lie down and go to sleep. You're finished.
I tried to walk towards her, my sap in my hand. The floor seemed to move under my feet.
Don't be stupid, Carmady,
she said.
A few hours sleep for you, a few hours sleep for us. Don't make me shoot. I will if I have to.
I believe you, I said. My voice sounded slow and thick.
That's right. Now sit down,
she said. The floor came up and hit me. I put my hands out, but I couldn't feel very much. Far away, I heard a cold laugh, and strange lights and shadows moved in front of my eyes. I didn't want to lie down. I lay down. The girl's voice came from very far away.
Cut it 2 ways, huh? He doesn't like the way that I do things, huh? We'll see about that.
I was going. I was almost gone when I felt something. Was it a shot? I hoped she had shot Matter, but she hadn't. She had hit me with my own sap. The next thing I knew, it was night. Through the window, I could see a yellow light going on and off. On and off. I got up off the floor and walked over to the wash bowl with heavy feet. I threw some water on my face, then turned on the light. On the floor by the desk, there were papers, cigarette ends, an empty whiskey bottle. I didn't stop to look at any of it. I left the office, stopped in a bar for a drink, got my car and drove home. I changed my clothes, packed a bag, had some whiskey, and answered the phone. It was about 9:30. Kathy's voice said, "So you hadn't gone yet?" "Alone?" I asked, my voice still thick. "I am now, but the house was full of cops for hours. They were very nice. Thought it was some problem from his past." "Listen, Kathy, I haven't gone yet. But where was I going?" "Oh, you know, your girl told me." "A little dark girl, name of Carol Donovan." "Well, yes, she had your card. Wasn't she?" "I don't have a girl," I said. "And don't tell me when you were talking to Carol. You said a name, the name of a town up north, did you?" Yes, Kathy said. I cut the night plane north. It was a nice trip, but my head hurt and I was very thirsty.